If walking is becoming harder, if your legs feel weaker each year, or if you've started to feel less steady on your feet, don't skip this video. There's a simple movement you can do right at home, a movement that may protect your legs, restore your balance, and help you feel confident walking again. No gym, no equipment, just a few minutes a day. Stay with me to the end. This one small step may change how your body feels. We often hear, just go for a walk every day. Walking is great, but when your knees ache, when stepping off a curb feels risky, or when your balance isn't what it used to be, walking alone might not be enough. There's one movement that physical therapists across the country recommend. A gentle movement that strengthens your hips and thighs, improves coordination, boosts balance, and does all of that without pounding your joints. It's called marching in place. Studies show marching activates the hip flexors, thigh muscles, and core, the muscles that protect you from falls. Even NASA uses marching drills to help astronauts rebuild their stability when they return from space. It looks simple, but the impact is powerful. Linda, 68, from Texas, spent over 30 years as a nurse caring for others. But one spring morning, while watering her garden, her life shifted in an instant. She slipped on wet grass and fell hard onto her side. She strained a knee ligament and bruised her hip deeply. Her doctor told her to avoid long walks and give her knee time to recover. But recovery wasn't the hardest part, trusting her legs again was. Linda said, "I didn't trust my own legs anymore. I felt like they could give out at any moment." She held onto walls while walking. She grabbed shopping carts tightly in fear of losing balance. A friend, a retired physical therapist, suggested something unexpected. Try marching at home, even for just a few seconds. Linda wasn't convinced, but she tried. The first day, every lift felt tight. By day 3, her muscles began to wake up. By the end of week 1, she said, "For the first time since my fall, my legs felt like they were listening to me again." 2 weeks later, she could rise from a chair without pushing with her arms. A month later, she walked from her driveway to her fence without holding onto anything. And after 2 months, she drove to the grocery store alone, proudly, confidently. Linda said, "Marching didn't just make my legs stronger. It gave me back my independence." If Linda's story gives you hope, tap the like button so more seniors can find this message. Let's learn how to do it safely. Stand behind a sturdy chair or near a wall. Stand tall, shoulders gently back, core lightly engaged. Lift your right knee toward your waist. Lower slowly, then lift the left knee. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. You can keep your arms relaxed or hold onto the chair. Beginners, 30 seconds times 2 to 3 rounds. Intermediate, 1 minute times 3 rounds. Advanced, 5 minutes of marching. Repeat 2 to 3 times a day. You can do it while watching TV, listening to music, or during commercial breaks. It fits comfortably into everyday life. George, 72, from Minnesota, used to be incredibly active. He loved fishing, driving along lakeside roads, and prided himself on having strong legs. But last year, a severe flu sent him to the hospital for nearly 10 days. And after being discharged, he noticed something terrifying. His legs could barely hold him up for 1 minute. George shared, "I never thought one illness could take away my strength so fast." He needed a chair to move from room to room. 30 seconds of standing at the sink exhausted him. Walking from the living room to the front door felt impossible. He wanted to exercise, but standing made him dizzy and unstable. During a follow-up appointment, a rehabilitation therapist asked, "George, have you tried seated marching?" He replied, "I can't even stand. How would that help?" The therapist smiled gently. "That's exactly why we start from the chair." George lifted one knee, then the other, just a few inches, but something inside him woke up. Week 1, 20 seconds before fatigue. Week 2, 1 full minute. Week 3, 5 minutes split into 2 rounds. George said, "Seated marching didn't just strengthen me, it reminded me that I still have control over my body." 6 weeks later, he stood up from a chair without using his hands. 3 weeks after that, he walked a small loop in his backyard. And by early spring, he drove himself to the lake and enjoyed a peaceful day of fishing, something he thought he had lost forever. George said, "I rebuilt my life, starting from a chair." His story is a reminder that every comeback begins with one small movement. If standing is difficult, seated marching is an excellent alternative. Sit tall on a sturdy chair. Lift one knee, then the other. Avoid leaning back. Start with 5 minutes daily. Then increase to 15 to 20 minutes split into small sessions. This version strengthens the hips, thighs, and core, perfect for balance recovery and seniors returning from illness or surgery. Your body isn't giving up on you, it's waiting for the right kind of movement. Walking is wonderful, but marching, standing or seated, is a safe, gentle way to rebuild strength, confidence, and stability. Today, take one small step. Tomorrow, take one more. Soon, you'll feel the difference. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe for more senior-friendly exercises, health tips, and stories of hope. And comment below. I'm ready to get stronger. Let's keep moving forward, one march at a time.